What's up, guys? We're back at the shop again today, and we are working on an auger. So this is my brother-in-law's, and he was using it to, dig fence posts. What it's made for. It's a big auger. And he said all of a sudden it started not running good, and then he noticed this ball was broken, which is what you pump up the fuel with. And then there's screws under here that he said it's leaking out of. Alright guys, so just a quick update here. He's taken the 4 screws out to get the bubble off, and I'll show you how we found the leaks. We did find some leaks in that plastic tank. I'll show you that. We got it off. He just took these bolts off and these bolts off, and that tank came right out. Well, you guys see the crack in that thing?
Mm-hmm. There's a hole right in the... Yep. The whole thing's ripping.
Now that'll cause you to get air in your fuel, right? That's the whole issue there?
Yeah, that's like a leak.
Now does all the fuel go through that on a small engine? So once it started,
it just gets the air out of the system, and just to help it start.
Alright guys, so here we have the fuel tank, and this is your in and out for your fuel lines. So I'm going to block one of these off just with my hand, and I'm going to blow in the other one, and Wayne will show you how we found the leaks.
You can see right here on this crack. I can feel air here, and I can feel air coming out of this one too.
Now, a tank might leak because they do have vents on them. Like this one actually has a mechanical vent where you can adjust it. So make sure that you're not just leaking out of a vent when you guys are trying this. You can also fill it with water, but we found it much faster and a much easier way than having to deal with all that.
Here's our new bulb. Slips in. And then this piece, how is it? You'll see it. It's showing line up one way.
Alright guys, so Wayne got the gas cap, or the gas tank back on. Didn't dry as long as it should have, really, but... So as you guys saw, it's not starting. Doesn't seem to want to run. There is fuel in the new bowl that we put on. Oh!
There it goes. I need some.
Why does it look foamy?
Because it aerates it.
Oh, that's normal. Well, it looks like your fuel tank held up. So I went down the other day and I paid $5 for one of these, as you guys remember from earlier, to get this thing running, and then we realized there was a carb issue. So we got a spark plug, a carb gasket, fuel line, 2 fuel strainer filters for the tank. These are for the tank also to seal the lines up. And this is 2 bulbs, and there's a carburetor we just had sitting in the bag. So this is all brand new parts. This was all under $20. There you can see the plug right there. I got 2 of those in the kit. So Wayne's just cleaning this up, taking the old one off so that we can get the new one put on. And it looks like he's ready for the new one once he gets the lines and the cable disconnected. So this is going to be just like every other carburetor. Unhook the linkage, unhook the lines,
And your line's
put
off.
it on.
You can see there's like a recessed cavity where that line rests in there.
And these carbs literally just work as soon as you put them on. There's usually no messing around.
Good luck with and it's so much easier just buying these aftermarket carbs. I mean, yeah, you think they're cheap, but so far I had good luck with them. Put your gasket, put everything together like that. You gotta line that up where you can get the hole, like there's a little hole here for the cable to go in. Yeah, that's in. You see how it clicks in there. Sometimes it's easier just ordering the new carbs also because, like for an example, this one here I can tell somebody else was already in here.
Alright, so he's just going to slide the new plug in there. That way we got new carburetor, new spark plug, the new fuel lines the customer had already put on.
Do I have gas in it? And there is gas holding.
Oh good, our fix worked.
Now,
oh yeah.
Maybe I'll check, maybe I'll replace the filter so we're not sucking anything in. Pull filters out.
Can you see in there, guys? The way that this works is the line is just really long. So if you're replacing the lines, make sure that you give it enough slack because it just sits in there. You can't see the bottom, but it just sits in there.
I just take a piece of wire and bend it to get these fuel filters out. You go on the big line, pull the filter right out, and boom,
That looks new.
It does look new.
All right, guys. So here we go.
Got that.
I'm gonna work the handle. He's gonna pull it.
Go full.
So what are you adjusting now, though?
I'm just trying to get the slack out of the cable. Just so you, because what happens if you get too much slack, you can't go full throttle. But you don't want to go too tight because then you're actually be holding the throttle on at a higher RPM.
Right.
Because that's your screw to let the throttle plate come all the way back.
All right, guys. So he made the adjustment on the linkage there, and we're gonna see what it fires up like. It is still cold. Looks good to me.
I just want it not to spin when you lift it, you know what I mean? Like that's the low idle.
Yeah.
If your idle's too high, that auger be spinning all the time.
Alright guys, so that wraps up that video. That was very simple, very easy. I hope it helped you out. Basically, if you have a problem in the beginning of the year when you're getting your stuff out, just replace the carburetor and you'll be good to go. Because most people don't do what they're supposed to and properly maintain a fuel system over the winter time. And this ethanol stuff lasts 30 days or 60 days? Not very long.
Yeah,
so if you're storing gas, don't do it. That's your whole problem. But this was just old. It had some issues with the carburetor, and we could have rebuilt it, but we couldn't get the kit, and it was cheaper and less labor to do it this way, so that's what we did. And hit that like button, subscribe if you want more. Check out those links to the decals down below. That helps the channel a lot. Thank you all for watching. We're getting close to 2,000 subs right now, which is amazing, and we'll see you on the next one.